Good morning and welcome back everybody to Lviv and Let Die. Hi Josh, hi Sam, I hope you're doing well. It's the first recording in 2020. It's 7:30 a.m. in Poland and I am quite tired. I'm not too hungover, but I am quite tired. I got excited because we're playing Barcelona next, and I wanted to get it out of the way because whilst I'm excited, I'm also sort of absolutely sure that we're going to lose this game. But let's see what happens. Barcelona at home, away, sorry. But let me show you what happened in the meantime. We had 3 fairly easy games. In fact, we played the last one, 5-2, with you watching. Kubica becoming the player at the club to score the most goals in a single game. We then beat Nepal 10-1. We put out a fairly weakened side. You can see almost every single player is a Ukrainian who scored. We're finally sort of able to play a few decent players in decent positions now, which has contributed to that absolute stonking result. Smashed them out of the park. We do, unfortunately, however, draw Krivbas in the next round. Krivbas at the moment, I think, are sitting in second in the division, so a lot harder this year than normally. For the last couple of years, we've been getting a second non-league team or something like that. So hopefully we can continue our interest in the Ukrainian Cup, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we will. And then we beat Alexandria 6-2. Kubica scoring again. He scored 2 in this game. He obviously scored 5 in that game, so he's on a hot streak of form. Rosic scored a hat-trick, and Fabry scored 2 again, so that's 5 goals in 2 games for him, which for a centre-back is pretty good. Meaning that, unfortunately, it hasn't actually changed our position much. Teams around us have also won, but we are now on a much more healthy 14 points. 1 win could take us as high as 7th. So we'll see when we play Govela next, which will be a good game for pushing someone down around us. But first we need to play Barcelona. So let's do it. Tomasi has resumed full training, although he's been poor, so we're not going to put him back into the squad. Definitely not for the Barcelona game. Dear, I'm slightly suffering the effects of a cold, as you can definitely tell. Right, Sergio. What do we do? We definitely put in Gogua. Big Seb's looking pretty tired, but then I can't really do much else. So, let's start Schback. Let's give him his dues in this game, and then afterwards I'll show you his stats, and then you can shout at me for how stupid an idea this is. Their team not in great form apparently, even though I think they're actually in good form. They've got Ignacio Luz, who I'm sure we played against whilst at Swindon. Excellent player. Luis Enrique Pantino, also a good player, although both of these players are old. He's still really quick though. Hugo Teles, another Colombian, 27, another excellent player. Maybe we should start doing this. Rafael Cid, excellent player. Especially, also one of our former players apparently. I don't think I ever signed him. He would have come into the squad just after I left. And then also up front, Hugo Pedro, 31. So they have an old squad. I mean, it doesn't mean anything in terms of this context because we're just not going to be good enough to get anywhere near them. I'm just going to say good luck out there. Especially at the Nou Camp, there's literally no way that we're not going to get tonked here. So just everybody be ready for it. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be hard to watch, but it's going to happen. It's going to be a bit like it feels like it's going to be a bit like when for Śląsk I put a wrong. I didn't put a reserve keeper in, and we had to play a child, like a fake child, and we got beaten 8-1 off of them. So I feel like that's probably what's going to happen here a little bit, especially because Tafili's not been in great form recently. Although the last couple of games he's actually played pretty well. Oh, so they've had 2 chances. It's been 5 minutes. If we get a shot on target, I'll be happy. Kubica. It's gone past his man beautifully. Laban puts it in. Big Seb heads over the bar. Oh, if he'd been slightly better. He actually scored a few really good headers for us last season. Here we go. No, another deflected effort. Good effort from our lad there. Kubica. Rodrigo puts the ball in. Machin doesn't quite get there, and nor do any of our players. They're all like three higher on each of their stats, especially pace and stuff like that. Pantino now fouls, meaning that we don't allow their player through on goal, but Big Seb's been injured, and I'm assuming we're giving the ball back rather than attempting to pass the ball there, because that was very poor otherwise. Great save from Tafilil. Rodrigo now puts the ball to the back post. Laban absolutely heroically wins the ball at the edge of the box, and he's actually sprung a counter-attack. Kubica puts the ball in the middle. Oh, Rosic! Oh, does that mean was that a shot on target? We've had we've had 2 shots on target. We've actually had more shots on target. He says just before they score. Oh, it's another stunning save. Lovely stuff. So yeah, we can't be too disappointed. We've actually had a couple of shots against Barcelona in Barcelona, which is definitely not a thing to be sniffed at, despite the fact that I will be sniffing at many things today. That's another stunning save from Tafili. Rodrigo now puts the ball in, and Tafili claims. Beautiful stuff. Can he counter us? Can he launch a big old counter attack? Juric puts it up to Kubica. Kubica turns on a 300 penny piece. Machin puts the ball back out, but Gonzalez is there. Juric. Gogua puts the ball to Labant. Labant, can he cross? He can, but it was a terrible, terrible ball straight at the goalkeeper. Fabry wins the ball back. What's going on here? We're going toe-to-toe with Barcelona, and it's beautiful stuff. We've got another chance here. Rosic now puts the ball in the middle. Laban. Oh man, we've had another. That really, you've got to be putting chances like that away. Gogua puts the ball back. Oh, come on. I mean, the 2063 version of Andy Gray must be going, you got to put that ball in the guns like that. That's what he'll be saying. I'm a little bit tired, hence the attempted Andy Gray impression. Andy Gray hasn't been relevant for many a year. Oh, Pedro hits the post. They've still got the ball. Oh, get it out. Keeper manages to keep it out. In the end, we've done excellently well to withstand 45 minutes of essentially entire pressure. That was brilliant. Yeah, we've done really, really well there. Keep it up, lads. I don't know how to make them stay just doing what they're doing, because usually when this happens, I say, "Oh, well done," and then the other team will score immediately after half time. Oh my God, are we going to score? Oh, whizzes past the post. Fizzes past the post, even except it didn't, because it was headed onto the floor. Troilio over to. Have they made a sub? I'm not sure if Troilio. Oh my God, Pantino. Oh dear. Well, I mean, if you're going to go down, you might as well go down to a goal like that. Flipping heck. Ooh, what a goal. I'm surprised it didn't say that. It did say it was a sensational goal. He's gone past one. Oh, Nazarenko was being given the run around there, and finally he gets past him. He was forcing him wide, which is a nice idea, but it didn't quite work. Gogua, Fabry heads over. Come on, we've had our chances here. Just needs one of them to go in for an absolutely stunning result for the club. Gogua now gives it out to Nazarenko. Nazarenko gives it to Big Seb. Big Seb's got some space to push off into. Oh my God, Labant, come on. Mihailo's back. Oh, that would have been amazing. The young boy done good. 67 minutes. We're probably all a bit knackered here, so let's try and save some legs. Mahmoud can come in. Big Seb's not playing well. He's also quite hurt somehow. I'm going to bring on Saint Bernal as well. I'm going to do this. Just so that we can save some of our players for Gavella. Because it's only 3 days and we have to get back to Ukraine in that time as well. We've already lost this. We're not going to win it. Troilio. Excellent bit of defending. They really have been sensational. I think maybe part of the problem with us not being able to beat some teams in our league is that they've become a little bit complacent. Like, they just start to play for bigger games. This happens occasionally. Oh. The ball's put back in. Oh, we've got a corner. There were some excellent chances there. Masha's mum was just hanging around behind me looking for something, so I was just looking at her. We were discussing with our eyes what was going on. Oh, the goal! It's gone in. Their centre back scored an own goal. Gonzalez forces it into the goal, smashes the ball against Pedro, who sort of just stumbles the ball through his goalkeeper's legs. Mahmoud puts the ball in initially. Gogua wins it, hits the crossbar. Gonzalez hits it down and Pedro's ankles knock it in. And Lviv have scored at the Nou Camp. FC Lviv have scored at the Nou Camp. In, I would say, 5 or 6, maybe 10 years, this will be a regular thing. But now we need to enjoy the little moments in life where we score at the Nou Camp. Pedro now puts the ball in the middle. Gonzalez clears, and we do actually get the ball clear. Van der Putten now he's been launched free. Florian goes around his man, puts the ball in the middle. Kubitzel hits the post. Unbelievable scenes. Gogua puts the ball out to Juric. Juric goes to Gogua. Kubitzel. Okay. Not sure what she's looking for, but she's looking for something. Van der Putten to Mahmoud. Mahmoud to Kubitzel. Kubitzel. Could he go past his man? He can. Van der Putten. Oh, I thought that could have been a penalty. There was shouts, I'm sure. Oh, Florian, you useless moan. That's a moron, but in a shortened version to save time. Gonzalez now. Huge ball. What is happening in this game? Great tackle from Gonzalez. Tafili. We need to give him a nickname. I'm not able to say his name on a regular basis. Florian Rosic. Rosic now keeps going with the ball. Rosic gives it through to Van der Putten. He went around his man, but the defender. Oh, unbelievable scenes. Gonzalez with the throw, which he's going to take. There it is. Kubitzel puts the ball back to Gonzalez. Ball's put back in. Nazarenko shoots, but Sierra saves. Oh, man. I mean, in the last sort of 5 or 6 minutes, we have been utterly dominant. Unbelievable. They lived life on the edge there. Was that their 3-man defence or something like that? That did that because they played with a 3-4-3. I think they played. We have taken a point away from the Nou Camp. Unbelievable scenes. That's an absolutely stunning result. FC Lviv. Oh my God! I've got the slight series of semi-burp hiccups. That's how excited it's getting. Lviv hold on to draw. Hugo Pedro put the ball into the back of his own net. He's another ageing player. Let's look at the stats of that game. 84,000. We had more shots than them. And only 1% less possession. Unbelievable. Fans jubilant after that result. Well, I'm jubilant as well. The problem with his name is his first name is Gzim, which isn't really a... we could call him Invader Gzim. Invader Gzim? No. Gzim is a horrible word. I'm going to attempt to say. He's from Tirana, Albanian. He likes to work well with Nazarenko. He doesn't think that Danny Rosic should take himself so seriously. I really don't know what to call him. Albanian goalkeeper, but I'm not calling him that. That's harsh. Jubilant. I'm bloody jubilant, man. That was amazing. That was a sensational result. We did not absolutely rob them. What are you talking about? Yeah. You watch we hit the post 3 times, and they just told us that we robbed Barcelona. Everyone at the club should be proud. Although this is the thing, they'll now come to the Lviv Stadium and absolutely tonk us next time. He did have a good game, obviously. And yes, I can't disagree with you. That was a sensational goal. That said, Nazarenko, if he hadn't dived in right at the end there, he possibly could have shepherded him out, and it would have maybe been all okay. But you can't have everything. Ah, you found it. Okay. She was looking for her bag. Oh wow! I mean, I'm hyped. That's set me up for a good game, a good day today. Shlonsk now playing at Hapoel Tel Aviv. You'd like to think that they will win that easily, but they did. They won 2-1. I saw it up here. We saw that Swindon lost in the last round as well, getting a 2-0 at home to Juventus, which, I mean, it's going to happen, isn't it? Group C, they are now, I think that's a win and a loss for them. I'm just trying to find another group that would be. That's a harsh group on Apoel. Napoli, Lyoness, Madrid. It's unbelievable. Ooh, some 15-year-olds have come through. Adnan Bruncevic. Oh, hello there, young man. 50k. I think I can stretch to that. And what about Motorov? It's pretty decent. Similar level to Big Seb, 170. Let's go for 140k, see what they say. 40k, see what they say. Swindon set new gates receipts, because I think they just expanded their stadium a little bit. Josef Belan, he's useless. Right. Well, I can't really get over that game. That was ridiculously good. I'm still sort of speechless. Lviv don't go to Barcelona and get a spirited and deserved draw. Although that said, I mean, I think if they'd really wanted to, they probably could have put us to the sword. I suspect that the team they put out isn't their strongest team, what with them all being about 50 years old. But you've got to take your wins when they come. And no one was expecting it, but we're now in a fairly decent position to try and qualify from the group. If we can beat Madeira... Oh, God, imagine if we'd beaten Madeira the first time round. We'd be so good. Yeah, so they're happy. Generally, we made a profit last month because of prize money. That's good. Brincevic, oh, you want 60k? Yeah, all right then, I think we can give you 60k. Wait a second. Cuthbert is intending to leave Charlton. Oh no. Thanks for announcing that, Danny. They signed him for £4.4 million. Holy shit. I'm not giving you 45% of the potential future fee, because that's the entire point of me signing them from you, you mugs. And I know that you know that. Tycoon is looking to buy Liverpool. Right. I'm confident. Excellent stuff from Michal Fabry there. Yeah, they've been subject to takeover bids for the last couple of years. They've been performing very poorly mostly, but actually this year they're doing okay. But the last couple of years they've been hanging around the bottom half of the table again. Swindon in 9th. I noticed that Western-super-Mare are banging mid-table. Excuse me for the professional yawn that I did there. Not professional because it was such a high standard of yawn, but because I was being ironic about how professional these videos are, because I'm yawning all over them. Yawn, 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 yawn. Southport in the Championship still, that's good. Okay, they actually accepted it with a lot less money to them, that's good. Let's give him as long a contract as we possibly can. He's currently on £2 a week. That'll do. We'll give him a big old goal bonus. No. Nice. Cool. Welcome to the club, Rados, and Brincevic as well. We're absolutely mugging it. You want to be a rotation player? You're 15. You madman. You fucking talking about? Look, I'll tell you what. After 20 games, I'll give you a lot of money. But for now, let's do all these things, try and get you to join without too much fuss. Look, I'll give you... You can go and buy yourself a new PlayStation 8 or whatever it is. And look, if you play for your country... I can't offer him that. You're insane. Stop trying to become a... He's not interested in being a hot prospect player at all. He's got slight interest in becoming a rotation player. What the hell's wrong with you, man? I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to... I mean, we'll just bring him in and then put him in the reserves and then he'll just have to deal with it. In my opinion, he looks like he's going to be quality. I know that the scouts didn't seem to think he was going to be all that great. They thought he'd be about as good as Gonzalez, but that's a pretty good player. Nevertheless, to sign for 50k. So let's get him in, give him whatever he wants. The little bloody diva, Brinchevich the diva. And now we can finally play Gavela. And I can go back to yawning quietly on my own. With nobody listening. Right, okay. We all look pretty fit and healthy, actually. Except for I wanted to do... that. And also because we don't need two defensive midfielders. There. Otherwise, though, I think that's a pretty good squad to play with. And even Tafili's rating is creeping up after being down at something like 6.6 earlier on in the season. Now, see, the thing is here, how do we get them to raise themselves after having just got a draw at the Nou Camp? I wonder if there's any chance that they will suddenly all be like, oh no. Yeah, see, straight away we concede a corner. We've conceded a lot of early goals. So against Alexandria, the team that we beat 6-2 recently, we went 1-0 down after about a minute and a half. Mihailo Špak smashes the ball into the top corner. Oh, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. And we are up to 8th with that. If we stay as we are, 28 goals scored, 23 conceded. That's a concern. Govela have conceded one more than us, but scored a lot less, and yet they are only 3 points worse off than us. Pretty much tells you. They've also got a player called Mahmoud. I think they've got one of our... I think Bako used to be our player as well. But I'm not sure. Is basically my watchword for the game. Juric. Out to Gogua, to Labant. Labant puts the ball out to Rosic. Rosic turns his man with ease, and then, takes a deflection though. And it has gone through for a corner. 7 minutes gone. It's been a pretty end-to-end game already. Gogua puts the ball in the middle. Fabry doesn't manage to get there. Nazarenko shoots from miles out, hits the crossbar with an absolutely rasping effort. A beautiful thing to see. And Rosic has given away a foul in the box. 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Gogua now with the ball to Rosic to Špak. Špak goes past his man and has another effort. Dino Maritic takes the ball easily, but I mean, Mihailo Špak has been playing really, really well recently. I was saying to Sam, he doesn't. I will show you his stats. I just remembered. I will show you his stats. He scores. He scores a lot of goals, considering he's not actually that good at long shots. We did just concede an own goal there. I thought Mahmoud has scored it, but no, Juric puts it in net. Can he help us get back in front? Špak to Rosic, to Špak again. Gogua again to Špak. Kubitzel's got the ball and he puts it away with ease. He's on a sensational run of form. 10 goals, I think, all in the last 5 games. It's 4 games if you ignore the Barcelona game. Gogua to Špak to Kubica, just planted into the bottom corner. Lovely stuff. And we retake our hard-fought lead. Now Nazarenko, can we take a third? Fabry heads over the bar. There's a touch of the Justice and Bele about Michal Fabry, I think. Gogua puts the ball in. Fabry again. He's scored. He's forced it through the goalkeeper's hands, in off the bar. And we are 3-1 up after 21 minutes. This is nice. We seem to be starting to pick up a little bit of form in the league. Dare I say it? We're up to 9th now. One more winner, we're up to 5th. See, these are the sort of things. I know we started badly, and I don't think we'll be able to realistically win the league at this point because we're already on 30 and we're still on 17. But we can definitely get back to the Mladenovic. We can definitely get back to the European places, especially considering we have to play everybody again at least once. And they will take points off each other. That's the reason I don't think that we'll be able to win, is because I don't think that Shakhtar will drop enough points. Or Krivbas, but I think that some teams will take points off of each other and we'll be able to sort of sneak back up there. Krivbas currently top. Actually, they might be taking points off of Shakhtar as we speak. No, Metalist are drawing with Shakhtar. Okay, Krivbas are beating Tavria. Špak to Gogua to Špak through to Kubica. Kubica turns and shoots, but Maritic is able to save this time. 1 minute of injury time to be played. Mihailo Špak has given Gavella the runaround. Let's look at him quickly now. This is what he looks like. He's not that good, is he? Oh, bless him. But he's done well. He's done all right for himself. He's done all right for himself. Played at the Nou Camp. Did well. For a player like that, what more can you really ask for? Gogua out to Duric. We've started the half with some possession. That's what I like to see. Tafili wastes the possession by just slumping it up high to neither of our particularly tall and good in the air strikers. Labant gets the ball now though and puts it into Kubica, who loses out. But okay, they wanted a penalty there, I think, for the foul, for the tackle on Kubica, but we still got a shot off in the end. Fabry to Špak to Mladenovic. Oh, the ball just about makes its way through to Kubica, picks it up on the far side of the box, puts it again to Špak. Duric. Gogua set up. He was set up there for a beautiful. Could have just curled that into the top corner, but he didn't because he's too much of a gentleman. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Was that a sensational save? Lovely stuff. Verben. Labant clears. Marian Stoikov. Could have had a second yellow there. Would have been dangerous. Ball comes in. Not again, no. Špak. Gogua was set up for the shot, but that was a poor effort. 54 minutes on the clock. Gogua wins the ball with his head in midfield. Something we don't do enough of, as I've mentioned before. Gogua gets the ball again now. He's our little engine room. He's beautiful stuff. Gogua puts the ball back to Tafili. It's not even that hard to say. It's just because the ILI is really hard to see. That's what the problem is. Even with my big screen. Kubica puts the ball away. Laban puts the ball through for him. Kubica has scored. We are 4-1 up. We have definitely solved the scoring issues we had last season. If only we could solve the defensive issues, we would be fine. Duric has been booked now after having scored an own goal. Mr. Verben has a free kick, puts it out for a corner. What are we looking at in terms of the squad here? Anything interesting? I want to rehabilitate Barshan, so I'm going to take off Fabry. We're high enough now in terms of goals scored that I don't think we'll be able to concede 3 to Gavella now. Gonzalez takes the ball beautifully. Rosic to Kubica. Kubica puts the ball through to Rosic. Rosic smashes the ball home. We are 5-1 up. Beautiful. The problem is there's very little this goal difference additional thing is actually doing for us. Oh no, yeah, in fact we're actually only now down to 10, up to 10th, because it seems that Metalist are... Oh, does that mean Metalist are beating Shakhtar? Yeah, they are. So yeah, all this heroics, we're actually only going up one place. But nevertheless, we need to do it so that the next game we're able to take over more teams. Mr. Verben, Adnan Verben, is going to get a yellow card, you'd think. He has done. Is he going to suggest it was for persistent fouling? No, he's not. Okay. Gogua gets the ball down to Shpak. Shpak, is he going to hit it again? No, I think he was lining up for one. Oh, great ball through. Oh, it's beautiful stuff. We are 6-1 up now. I think we're going to give Gogua a break. Let Saint Bernal play. And, well, what else can we do here? I mean, we've been absolutely sensational today. Big Seb is going to come on for Mladenovic. Just because someone has to come on. Gogua, Spak, Rosic. Lovely stuff. No, this is all very satisfying. What a strangely sort of pleasant game and video generally. I wasn't expecting the result. Oh, Barshan heads over. I wasn't expecting the result against Barcelona, obviously. But we could have had 2 or 3 goals really. Had things fallen our way, and their defenders not constantly being sort of just hanging around on the line defending. Verban, Yatsenko, Gorba, Rusanov, Bekoya, Yatsenko again, Bekoya, Zakharchuk, Sidelnikov. They've got some good set. I like Sidelnikov. Has got a good ring to it. They have the ball wide. 6-1 now. 6-1 is a big... Oh, we're up to 9th. Arsenal have dropped points, it looks like. Was it Arsenal or was it Ilichevets? I think it was Ilichevets. A good win, boys. Excellent stuff. They're absolutely dominant form at the moment. Lviv have smashed Govela. Krivbas won. Shakhtar drew, which means that people have dropped points to the top, so we are slowly creeping back in. Mikhailo Shpak, Kubica with 2. Lovely, lovely stuff. Yeah, I think he has been starting more games, so you don't need to remind me about that. Mikhailo Shpak is now... he's played 30 games. He's now on £425 a week. Well done, lad. I'd like to shake his hair, put my hand in his big old bright red hair, shake him around. 6-1 win over Govela. Who do we have next? We don't know. We'll never find out. An early goal is great. Our current form can continue. Each week just brings a bit more confidence. Peter was absolutely outstanding today. I don't want to talk about that. Leaving the club. He's been very, very well as well. 13 goals in 13 games, which is that's really good. Now then, we have Odessa, who I think are bottom of the table, and then there's Spurs. Yeah, Odessa are bottom with 1 win all season. And then there's Spurs, and then Shakhtar. So actually, that's probably quite a good game to record, although I don't like to record so many in short spaces of time. There's 2 weeks in between those games. What? I mean, and we've been playing games like with 4 days in between. Couldn't have rearranged any of them. Just think. Right. So 6-2, 6-1 are our last 2, and 5-2 are our last 3 league games. That's absolutely insane. Well, what do we think? Do we think we want to change focus a bit and go for a Shakhtar Krivbas Premier League 3rd round of the Cup? I think let's do that because yeah, let's do that, and then the next Champions League games that we'll watch will be those 2, I think. So we'll do Shakhtar Krivbas, Tavria, and Nacional, and then if we have anything left on the Barcelona game, we'll play the Barcelona game. But I don't want to record every single Champions League game. It will get trying for me, and it will get trying for you. So we'll see you guys when we play Shakhtar Donetsk and Krivbas Krivi Rih. So see you in the next one, guys. Bye.